Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm the Vacationeer Kiki, lover of all things Disney. Today I want to help break down Disney's Port Orleans Riverside versus French Quarter resorts. There's a lot to know here. These two resorts are some of the best themed on property. Beautiful, stunning. Really quickly before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Follow along for more videos and fun Disney adventures. Thank you, folks. This is the courtyard of one of the Magnolia buildings here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. Where is Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler when you need them? While I have stayed at both of these resorts, I've always found it really tough to break it down and decide which one of the two is my favorite. But today we're going to be doing it together so that you can make the right choice on where you would like to stay on your next Walt Disney World vacation. Now I'm hoping to make this a series. I would love to take you guys on tours of other resorts on Disney property. I always think it's best to stay on property when you come to Walt Disney World. We at the Vacationeer would love to help you plan your next magical trip. Please reach out to us at vacationeer.com/YouTube. One thing you need to know about both resorts is that they are amazingly themed. You really feel like you're in the environments that Disney wants you to feel like you're in, as per usual. The storytelling is beautiful. Every little detail, right down to the food at both resorts, is especially unique to each environment. Disney's French Quarter Resort, you're going to have that New Orleans feel. Love the jambalaya. Here at Riverside, it's more of a southern bayou feel. Gone with the wind, really, is what I feel when I'm here. Here, let me show you this. Very spacious rooms here. I'll show you that in a minute. It is a quick walk over to the main section of the resort where you can get your food, your merchandise. The check-in is there, as well as bell services and your other amenities. Now you'll have to forgive me because my room is slightly lived in, but that's just reality. I've been here for a few days. Anyway, let me show you around. When you walk in, you've got a table with 2 chairs, your large bureau with a refrigerator, coffee pot, and then in here we've got our closet, plenty of room up and down, double sink, and the bathroom with shower. These rooms here at Riverside are very spacious in my opinion. You've got your nice themed headboard. We're in the mansion, so we got a mansion. It's all in the details. Even the curtains have these adorable Princess and the Frog icons. One of the cool things about these rooms here in both Riverside and French Quarter is that the bathroom is closed off by a beautiful curtain. This one is Princess and the Frog themed as well. It's very pretty, as well as helps to divide the room up a bit if you want to be getting ready in there and folks out here want to be watching TV or sleeping. It's perfect. It's funny because my past 3 trips here to Walt Disney World have included stays at both Riverside and French Quarter. We're going to take a walk right now over to the main area of Riverside. You got to cross a bridge and go through the pool, so I'll show you all of that. It's really fun, and there's Surrey bikes. There's a lot to see and do here. Let's explore together. As you'll see here, you've got these helpful signs throughout the resort to show you where you want to go. Right now we are heading towards the lobby and Old Man Island, which is the pool here at Riverside. So here we are at the pool at Riverside. Super fun for kids. They've got a slide, they've got like a broken down ship or something, and you've also got a shallow pool for smaller kiddos. We're getting closer to the lobby now, which is right straight ahead. This is the Riverside Mill. That's where you're gonna have your quick service and the market, where you can buy snacks and bakery items. One of the cool things about these resorts, both Riverside and French Quarter, have a ferry boat or water taxi that takes you to Disney Springs as well as between both resorts. Here we are at Riverside Mill, the quick service location at Port Orleans Riverside. As far as dining options go, you'll find some variations from French Quarter, just different menu options, but pretty much the same environment. So let's go inside and let me show you what it's like. We've got a lot of tables, and here you'll find your different options for salads and sandwiches, pizzas, fish, more kid-friendly options, cheeseburgers, and then of course your resort mugs. Hi Mickey! The market where you can get beverages, different snack options, yogurt, things like that, just quick to go. And this is my favorite part over here, the bakery options. So now heading down the ramp, we have the sit-down dining option, Boatwright's Dining Hall. As you'll see here from the menu, we've got some very southern dishes: jambalaya, Nashville hot chicken, blackened salmon, deep south shrimp and grits, prime rib, yum, and Boatwright's harvest jambalaya. Heading back up the ramp, on the other side is where we're gonna find our lounge. Often at night you'll have a really super fun jazz piano player in here, and it gets pretty lively. And this here is the main lobby area of Port Orleans Riverside. You've got an arcade down there, your registration, concierge, guest services, and this is the general store where you find all that fun Disney merchandise that we cannot resist. Now here we are at the other side of the Riverside Resort, which is the Alligator Bayou rooms. Let's take a walk over there and I'll show you more of what that's like. One big difference between French Quarter and Riverside Resorts is the size. Riverside has about 2,000 rooms, French Quarter about 1,000. So Riverside is about double the size. Here we are in Alligator Bayou. A lot of these rooms offer a 5th sleeper option, which the rooms at French Quarter do not. So if that's something that is important to you, the Murphy bed option, you're gonna wanna choose Riverside for your stay. I really love these rooms. Also Princess and the Frog themed, very, very similar rooms to French Quarter, size-wise, except of course, in some of them, you do have that pull-down bed option. And just on a side note, the 5th sleepers are for 4 adults and a child. You cannot sleep 5 adults in the 5th sleeper rooms, so just FYI. Here we are at one of the quiet pools at Riverside in the Bayou section. Very nice size, very relaxing. And if you're over on this side and a little bit further away from the lobby and Old Man Island, you do have the option of utilizing the quiet pools, which are great. Now for the really fun part. Who's in the mood for a boat ride? The boats here at French Quarter and Riverside take you straight to Disney Springs, and between each resort, meaning between Riverside and French Quarter, and it's a really, really nice, relaxing ride on the Sassagoula River. This gives you an idea of where we are and where we're going. The body of water is the Sassagoula River. We're here at Port Orleans Riverside, and we're going to travel down the river to French Quarter by Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, and then eventually on to Disney Springs West Side, the Landing, and Marketplace.
Oh, yeah, we'll walk all around.
It's a really nice, relaxing way to get from resort to resort and to Disney Springs.
Alright guys, we are going to be stopping at the French Quarter. For your safety, just remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat while we're moving. And once we get clearance to go ashore at French Quarter, we'll let everybody know.
It's really cool because if you're a guest at Riverside, you can visit the pool over here at French Quarter. Nobody will ask you questions or give you trouble. I personally prefer the pool at French Quarter. Just an opinion, personal preference thing. And it's really nice and relaxing at night if you get the chance to visit the pool at night after a long day in the park. That's one of my favorite things to do. And here we are at the main area where you'll find everything you need at Port Orleans French Quarter. Sassagoula Floatworks Food Factory is the quick service. You've got Jackson Square, which will have your merch and all of those quick items you want to grab on your trip. Here, let's go in. Here's an example of one of the buildings that's just off the main lobby. I stayed here in building number 3 on my last trip with my daughter. Super close to everything. We walked over and got breakfast every day, right close to the pool and the playground. And here's an example of a room at Port Orleans French Quarter, very comparable in size. And once again, it is lived in, so I apologize for the mess. And here we have the main entrance lobby. On the right, you have registration. That's where you're gonna check in, obviously. And on the left is your dining option, restrooms, and Scat Cat's Club Cafe, where you'll find the famous Mickey beignets. One thing to note about Port Orleans French Quarter is that there is no sit-down dining restaurant. If that's something that's important to you in a resort, you're gonna wanna choose Riverside. Now, I personally don't have a problem with it. Boat rides isn't in my top 10 dining experiences at resorts, so don't let that deter you. I love the theming here, and I also think that the size of the resort here at French Quarter is more manageable than Riverside, especially if you have smaller kids. You can walk easily from the main lobby area to all of the rooms. Max, you're gonna have maybe a 7-8 minute walk to your room if you get one of the rooms that's further away versus a 15-20 minute walk at Riverside. And that's something you want to keep in mind when you're booking. In conclusion, just like in school, which resort is better if you're trying to decide between Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter and Port Orleans Riverside? Well, like most things at Disney, it comes down to personal preference. However, I'm going to give you my answer, and that is Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort. Why am I saying that? There are more food options here. The 5th sleeper is a really great option for families larger than 4. You have the choice of staying in a Magnolia Bend room versus an Alligator Bayou room, 2 completely separate experiences. And I don't mind walking around a larger resort. I find that after a big meal, or if it's a rest day, I like kind of exploring the different options that the resort has to offer. I gotta give it to Riverside. You might say French Quarter, and that's okay too. Both resorts are absolutely fantastic. I hope that you have a magical time on your vacation, no matter where you're staying. If you're looking for help planning your next Walt Disney World vacation, please reach out to us at vacationeer.com/YouTube. And as always, remember, if we can dream it, We can do it. Bye for now.